Hello, welcome to the Cafe Nightly Show. I am your host, the Goldsmith. It is Tuesday. Well, there we go. We are at Tuesday, October the 8th, 2024. And it seems like a pretty lazy Tuesday. Couple small things. Obviously, the bonus mission is not a huge announcement because we know there was coming, but this is a pretty cool thing that we have the bonus missions. This is this added, limited time offer to do this mission to complete in the game of Upland. It lets Upland emphasize, quick turn actions in the game, and it also is something that gives you more tasks completed throughout the season to help increase your score, to help increase your dividends, and to help increase your payout for the Sparklet payouts, a Sparklet airdrop. So it is a really cool thing. We'll get into this drop. We'll get into this specific mission, and then we'll look at the cosmetic drop for this week. It is Tuesday during harvest season, so we do get our harvest season drops for week number 2. We'll take a look at those, and good to see you, Swarley. And that's about it. There's not a lot else. We'll keep watching as things happen throughout the week. Look for news and information. But for today, let's look at what we did get for announcements and what they mean overall at the moment. Views, opinions expressed by myself, they're mine and mine alone. Should be taken as game strategy or financial advice. They do not represent the game of the team of Upland. Any guest contributors we do have on, their opinions do not represent game strategy or financial advice. They don't represent myself, the Goldsmith, the Cafe show, or the team or the game of Upland. Pretty easy there. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the first piece, and the first piece worth looking at is obviously our drops, our cosmetic drops, small things, the promises, but they are here, and we can definitely take a look at them. And then we can obviously get back on over to the bonus mission, which is kind of a big deal, to have that bonus mission, at least in the idea of all the things that can be done with it. Even though it was a small announcement, even though we knew it was coming, it is something that really kind of makes the tasks that we create during the season more dynamic. It takes the opportunity that is available for Upland to create tasks and what they could do for player activity, and it kind of amplifies it because now you can create or you can incentivize activity during a short period of time, and there's different ways of doing it, make it more exciting because it is a standalone. So it is kind of fun that Upland gets to play around with that a little bit, and potentially, if they use it right, it could help drive player activity in account creation, and maybe new players, and they weigh in the amount people are playing the game of Upland. So hopefully that's what we see. Harvest season pass drop number 2. Cosmetics are now live. Don't miss out on your chance at drop 3. Grab your pass, burn it between next Tuesday the 15th, 9 a.m. PT. Head on over to the link below to check out the drop. So here is the drop for today. Let's make it bigger. Week 2 pass drops are live. Yes, we know there's different seasons. We have the brick block explorer background. Ugh, it's just bricks. Oh, red bricks. And finally, we have the block explorer brick boy overlay. And there's our season badge. It is a maple leaf, so that's kind of fun. That's about all we get. And so we know Upland said pixel. We could say it's more voxel than pixel, but that's what we get. It's this theme. We gave you a little bit of pixel art here, a little pixel art there, a little pixel art. It's going to keep coming down the pipe, down the line for the rest of the season is what we are to expect. And that's about it. That's what we're going to keep getting. am not overly excited, but that's something that I'm not always going to be. I bet you there's somebody who sees that and says, "Oh, that's so cool." I did see the other day, or just today, that there was Swarley's puking, so he's really not excited. But I did see the other day a background that I hadn't seen before. It is because it's one of the drops I missed. I missed the drop because I didn't burn it at the right time. I had this pass. I hadn't burned it. There was a technical reason why I hadn't burned it. Like the burn wasn't available, and I hadn't come back and burnt it. I burned the game. It was my mistake. But it was cool to see that and say, "Ooh, I can't do that." So, it's one of those things that you never know what's going to hit you, what drops make sense to you. I like when they're nice, when the graphics are interesting, when the graphics don't look so canned and like clip art. But it is one of those things that they're going to appeal to different people in different ways. The idea of these cosmetic drops are they are something that's different. They're different than what's currently available, and I absolutely are. It's something that right now I can't import my own art and make it a Block Explorer background for my Block Explorer, my penny, my token floating around the metaverse. I can't do that. So it is cool that Upland is adding some variety over the way. It would be nice if they were a little more interesting for me, but again, everyone's got their own taste on the aesthetics anyways. This week's Harvest gamified earnings bonus mission is here again. We have this weekly bonus mission. It is for limited time. It gets added on a weekly basis, and it is your opportunity to complete more tasks along the way towards the Sparklet multiplier for the airdrop, but also for your dividends. So your multiplier for your dividends as well. This week's Harvest or gamified earnings, let's take a look. Through the 15th of November, bridge in a net 100 Sparklet to check this mission off your list. Remember, gamified earning tasks determine your earning potential for the next season. Let's get to work. All right. How excited am I about that? We've had a number of different tasks that have encouraged people to bring Sparklet in. There are some barriers, and one of which is gassing to bring Sparklet in the game up and buy Sparklet, bring Sparklet in. And it was nice that we had Sparklet sale in the game of Upland because that kind of deletes this concern that I've had of gassing. It just says I buy it in Upland, I keep it in Upland. As long as I don't take it out of Upland, I'm not going to have to worry about gassing. I'm going to be able to buy it in a native space in Upland and use it in a native space. So it's what Sparklet's there for staking. And I was excited and I thought it was going to be fun. Well, now Upland's incentivizing people to bring more Sparklet in, and it kind of, not my favorite that I can't bring that Sparklet in under that same guise of I don't want to spend gassing, and if I don't spend any funds in gassing, then I can't check this off the board, and it does require you doing something outside the game of Upland. Theoretically acquiring Sparklet outside the game of Upland. So it's just one that again isn't my favorite task here, but we'll see. We'll see how many people hop in and do that. Again, there's people who are already bringing Sparklet in. If you are new to the game of Upland and you're a native to crypto and you've got some crypto available and you're going to swap that crypto into Sparklet, well, there you go. You're willing to gas it pretty easily. Do get some gassing done, bring it back in the game of Upland. Whoop-de-doo. Now I've got some Sparklet in the game of Upland. If I brought more than 100 in, I get a check mark on the list for a task. And I do need them. I do need more. I do want to get my multiplier higher for the airdrop. The 30th is coming, even though it's 3 weeks away. It is coming. I do want to get as high up on that list as I possibly can. So I better do it. So we'll see. We'll see if I end up bringing some Sparklet in. But as I mentioned, these are limited time on options, but that doesn't mean that they end immediately. It means that they start and they run for as long as they run. In this case, now until the 15th of November, we may see some other that are quicker turns. And of course, they don't start until they start. So some of them will be a 3-week task, 2-week task, and even at the end, a 1-week task. So keep that in mind as we do continue through the season. There will be more tasks that pop up, and each of them will have less time to do them in. So if you're mobile or you've got energy or time to move assets around in the game of Upland, you may have to for some of these tasks. We'll have to see what they come up with. This is something where I got over the gamified earnings. It's kind of fun on the gamified earnings this time around. They've changed a couple things up. The mystery mission, as far as I'm concerned, is an interesting addition. It gives us the opportunity to again, have a new task and have this rotation of tasks. And like I said here, with the 100 Sparklet, it is an opportunity for Upland to encourage people to do a behavior that they might not otherwise do. And if that encouraged behavior is bringing Sparklet in, that might be stimulating the economy. That might be people coming in the game of Upland in a larger way than they currently are, which means they're going to have the potential to have a tipping point and get in even deeper or put more energy and more effort in and enjoy the game more. Maybe that 100 Sparklet is a difference between somebody playing the game of Upland on the toilet and logging in every single day and spending 15, 20 minutes in the game and doing a couple races and really investing themselves energy wise, but financially is financially, but investing themselves energy wise into the game, enjoying it, and being a larger part of the ecosystem. So that is something that is very positive and love to see that continue to be the case. Otherwise, for tonight, it's going to be a quick one because I'm going to say thank you so much for being here. There's not a lot else to go on today. Again, the depth, the breadth of these two announcements are very small. There's not a lot to go over other than to say, here are your cosmetics for the day, and to say, here's your one task. Bring 100 Sparklet in the game between now and November the 15th to get a check mark. A check mark that says, yes, I did complete this one task. It goes towards my completed task for the season. It goes on the completed task leaderboard. And then that's going to help determine what I'm going to get for Sparklet on the 30th and on the 15th, as well as what at the end of the month, my multiplier is going to be applied to Wonderland season. So for tonight, thank you so much for being here. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. We get together. We do this in the Upland Cafe. We do this on YouTube and on Twitter on Tuesdays and on Fridays. We're still in the Plaza. See how that works. I don't have a theater, so the Plaza is still a place where I can broadcast and you can go and see things in 3D space. Again, if you're in the Upland Cafe Discord, as always, unmute your mics. The floor is yours.